Greetings, hello, and welcome back. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm ImperialJedi. It is now finally time for another episode. My goodness, I don't mean to drag my heels here, guys. But yeah, we're back at it. Finally, another episode. Great looking city, lots of ideas. Some great suggestions have come in too, so I'm really excited to implement some of those. But yeah, let's just jump into it. So we're going to be working in and around the hillside area here. Definitely want to work on this little transit hub down there. But now that I've been staring at the city for a little bit longer, what I think I want to do is just a hint more terraforming. I want to smooth this little slope out here, try and connect those streets up, and I actually want to extend this one and just kind of build a little boxy neighborhood just around the whole setup here. I think I want to widen this little valley a bit more too. I just think that, it gets a little bit too narrow right here, not enough happening. And we'll find a fun way to tie this in with a transit and maybe even get like another back road or something kind of going in through this way. And then I think what I want to do is kind of a stretch goal for the episode is to maybe just kind of tie in some more of the infrastructure over here. Maybe not zone it just yet, but we'll put down some of the major streets, just kind of feel for, what shape we're going to be going in, how we're going to connect the transit up. I think it's my intention to, I mentioned this before. It's my intention to do another little district like this where we have the tram priority. Because, traffic-wise, like, everything looks great over here. And in real life, just to report back on, what's happening in Toronto, it's just like, it is so awesome how much better transit is on King Street now. It's really cool. I drove on it the other days to kind of see what it was like just for my one little block. It's an absolute ghost town. There's just transit and bicycles. It literally is amazing. So we'll definitely do some more of that in the city. Happy to report back that it's working, And yeah, just some general expansion. So, lots to do. Alright, well, without further ado, let's just jump into it here. So we do have a lot of soil, so let's go ahead and clear that, and then we'll try and find some more for us to use. But what's cool, though, about this little setup here is if we do it properly, it makes it seem like the tunnel's kind of popping out in the little center of a neighborhood here. That should be kind of fun. Alright, that's pretty much all the soil. And what I want to do, like I was saying, is just squish this down a little bit, but I also want to just remove some of the height, I guess, from these hillsides. They look a little bit too steep. This might be easier said than done, trying to get a road through here with making this look okay, but I think that's alright. I'm ambitious. But yeah, right here, though, for example, I think I want to cut down the steepness of this slope a little bit. And in case you guys are curious, we're listening to the Surviving Mars soundtrack. You guys probably noticed when you're playing along at home, Chirpy's got a new helmet. You've got a new option for your pull-down menu. So you've got Surviving Mars radio. It's already up here. I'm looking for it, but there it is. And that's tied into the Surviving Mars game that Paradox has launched. And what's cool too is there's a ChirpX launch site that we can place in the game now too, which is really, really, really fun. And then we'll eventually build a rocket, launch into space. It looks awesome, so we'll get on that as we start to move into green jobs and get our city moving into the future, in air quotes. Maybe have a little monorail that goes towards the launch site. I like that. That's fun. Looks a little bit more natural, I guess, is my goal for that. Okay. Just continuing with this. And I think what I'm going to do is just ever so slightly change the flow of the tram track right there. Offload some soil. And I'll be making some content for Surviving Mars as well, kind of similar to the Skylines videos. So we'll have some tutorials, a Let's Play eventually. Just trying to get good at that game first, I guess is a good way to put it. That's not too bad. And then maybe this transition can be a bit nicer. Beautiful. Much, much, much better. A lot more room for us to work with here. All right, well let's try and line this up. just with some pre-existing streets. And just because, like, that's a bit of a driving hazard, let's give ourselves a bit more room here. And then I think what we could do is maybe have like a little high density building or something right here, and then kind of a tree wall, just to kind of make it seem like there's a bit of a barrier. So, you know, maybe like black ice or whatever. Almost a dry ice. Maybe there's like black ice in the wintertime. You don't have to worry about driving off a hill. I'm gonna try also just to stagger that a little bit better. It's okay. I wouldn't say that's great, it's just okay. That's getting better. And we'll fill this all in with trees, it'll look really cool. I actually want this to feel more like it's going into the... yeah, there you go. So yeah, one little high density building right here, walking path around it, tree walls. Trees in here to kind of hide that a little bit. Trees, the ultimate solution, right? Smooth that out. Alright, grand. I think that's what I'm after. Now this, I mean, I'll watch it for traffic, but I think we're okay. Because I would argue that a lot of people turning right here is just like local traffic, so there shouldn't be too much volume there. I think most people will continue on straight. But we'll monitor this area. It might eventually need a bit of a change. Let's try and add... Let's think about this here. Nice. Is it just for us to be able to zone some more residential buildings? Just to help fill the area in a bit nicer here. No, we'll do two-way traffic. What I think I might do, though, for this is we'll put stoplight here, just to help, and we'll put stop signs on those streets. Give that a little bit more priority. And then, yeah, we'll monitor everything here. Alright, now I did say I wanted the tram to go at a bit of a different angle, so let's just get rid of this. Probably redo this walking pathway as well. Keep it, I guess, like in line with these ones. Chasing those symmetry goals. Yep, that looks nice. And then we'll just, we'll cut across this way now, right? Oh, almost the right height. And we'll just gently curve that, or actually, what's our plan with this one? You know, I guess we'll do that. It does change ever so slightly, that corner, though. But I think that's okay. You know what, though? Actually, now that I see this, we can't do this unless we continue another road through, because that's going to be kind of a dead end, right? So we need a little bit more of this pushback, it looks like. Okay. Just a hint more of it. We opening this up? Sure. I don't think that was the plan, but that looks nice. Get a better view. Double your backyard space. Keep that though. Little rough and ragged around the edges. That's what I'm looking for, I guess. Yeah. Rough around the edges, I guess. All right. Now we just need these to all line up and cooperate. So let me go back a bit further with that. Oops. Nice. Now the hard part is going to be trying to figure out how far that is. Boy, oh boy. How many units are you? Well, there's the 10. 11, 12. Maybe 13. Let's try that. Just we have to change. Yeah, I would argue that that's worth it. Like, visually, that looks really nice. I think we can make the hillside work with it. I also feel like I'm kind of going about this the hard way. There's probably an easier way to do the spacing and whatnot. Interesting enough, that same issue with the corner that we had carries through. How about that? Okay. And then I don't know about this. This is where things kind of get a little bit lost. Maybe this one should go down and connect in with this to kind of give a little bit of relief for traffic over in that zone. Yeah, actually that's a pretty... I like that idea. Thinking on our feet here. Oh, that's actually pretty cool, too. Before we terraform, let's get this one in. I think we're after the same general tunnel. Same ballpark idea here. Oh, hello, what is this? Not really what I'm after, because we're kind of tunneling for no one here, but that was cool. A for effort for the game. It looks like we need our tunnel just to go a little bit further first. Okay, maybe not. Interesting. Alright, the old two-stepper, as it were. Now let's try and smooth this out. It's a shame, because I like the road tunnel better than I like the tram tunnel. But we can't pick favorites. I think they're okay together. No, that's made that worse. Much better. Okay. Don't ruin it. Just leave it. And let's do one more just road connection going down to there. Oops. Awesome. And that same idea with the tunnel, it just makes it seem like the tram will be like coming out of the middle of the neighborhood. That is really cool. Good use of the cars. Intersections might be a little bit close together, but we can just kind of do a little fix of that. Right? Similar to this, just mix in some stop signs. Make people wait for the trams. We'll give the trams priority, essentially. Oh look, people are already using this. Fun. Where you guys going? Just some shopping? Alright. Wow, I don't think we've even done all that much, and I'm already loving the way this looks versus how it was before. Okay, let's connect this little set of streets, and then we'll zone that. And then maybe just a little gentle round of this edge right here. So we'll just put down these streets here to help us cut out that little middle section, and then we'll replace that with a curved little bend. That's a lot better. I'm gonna redo that just because I think the nodes might be a little bit close together. And I might pull this back so that the curve works a bit better in our favor right here. Oh yeah, that's literally it. Still a little steep, but at least the nodes are in a better spot. Oh no, it's literally the same thing as before. Okay. Since the game has a sense of humor about everything today. No. Quit while you're ahead, just leave it. Alright, so we'll zone this up with residential. Let's get some, just maybe 2 or 3 extra houses in here by pushing that back. Hopefully that's opened up an extra zoning square. It has not, but if you remember from before, if we do an upgrade to the road, there we go. And just remember a little random fact here too. If you have a tree-lined road, no one will park on that street. If you have no tree lines, no bike lanes, no nothing, it just leaves the room for parking. So it depends on how you want your side trees to look. You don't want anyone parking, you want them using their driveways, you know, use the trees. If you don't mind some cars here and there, use that. Same goes for the wider roads too. Alright, fun stuff. Let's zone this up. Hopefully it'll fill in as we start moving into the transit area. But this is cool. I'm actually really pleasantly surprised at how well this turned out. Let's actually redo really quickly our walking pathways here, just because we can't zone on the inside of these, right? So why do we have... Actually, let's try and get closer. Let's go for the gusto here. Oh yeah, that's nice. And then, you know what we could do on the outside of the pathways? We could do some trees. Have a nice little kind of like rail corridor in here. Oh yeah, this is really cool. And then we'll connect this pathway up with some of the streets as we run another road through here. Oh man, that's awesome. Very fun. I might have to curve that last little stretch. Same with on the other side. Awesome. Now it'd be cool if we kept that going straight like this, and then maybe filled that in with some trees or something too. Oh, it's a shame we can't go there. That's okay though. Yeah, it's a nice little something something, right? Now I'd argue that for the sake of like traffic and whatnot, we probably should have another one of these wider roads maybe come up through here as well, and just have another little neighborhood addition. The only thing though about this is we're starting to create intersections that are fairly close to each other again. From here is another likely candidate. I don't necessarily think I want to redo this little section, but yeah, having these intersections too close together might be our downfall. So you know what, we'll save this for maybe an afterthought. Worry about what we got for the moment. Some more offices in here. Sneak in an extra road or two. It's just to help maximize the zoning squares. And what is going on here? Hillside woes.
The wait is over. It's finally here. Friday night chili bowling at Andy's Bowling Alley. Every Friday night, anyone who buys at least 2 games of bowling gets a free bowl of chili. So don't wait. Book a
Oh, and the ads are so silly in the Surviving Mars DLC. Like the soundtrack. The fact that these don't line up, that kind of throws me off a bit, right?
In the meantime,
Let's do this instead.
Soybeans, fungi, wheatgrass, kelp, algae, microgreens, and giant potatoes. Even
But
inebriated
now,
for our less enlightened colonists. Unlike you irrational earthlings, we Martians across only eat for sustenance and maximum nutritional value.
I feel like I've
Food isn't
made this
fun.
worse
Food
now.
is fuel.
Yeah, fundamentally, I think I messed this up here. Do we like the curve better? Alright, let's get this fixed. Yeah, that's a lot better. That's smarter. And then maybe this should be curved as well. Yeah, it's better feng shui, yep. Much better. Much cleaner looking. So this will pretty much be residential. We'll have a little bit of commercial in the center part of the hub right here. And then we'll put down some more walking paths to kind of connect up with these main streets. These line up. Yeah, they do. Okay, good. And we'll just expand on our districts. Keep them in the same theme. Just for simplicity's sake. We can always expand it further, just in case we choose to add some more neighborhoods down here. Or maybe this can be turned back into mountain or something. We'll see. Alright, so high density in and around here, and then we'll mix that in with the low density. And I'm going to zone on both sides of that street. Why the heck not? Let's just give it a try. And I did say that I wanted just one or two tall buildings here. So why don't we put a 3x4 right there, and we'll put a 4x4 right here, and we'll just get rid of that little extra bit. And then we'll see how, I'll put it on 3-speed. We'll see how this all fills in. And then, you know, maybe next episode, because we're kind of running out of time now, we might just do some decorating. I think we're overdue for that. But I still want to head down to the transit hub. My goodness, time. Where does it go? It never seems to be enough. And that same trick as before, if we upgrade the streets, we'll get the other zoning squares back. Well, not back, we'll just get them there in the first place, but... Oh, and I redid that by accident. Oh boy, the fact that I can't get those to line up. Even that looks like it's off just by the littlest amount, but that's okay. Maybe I'll keep it. Nice. And I'm just basically going for like a clean kind of look here. I do want there to be like a natural kind of, I would say overgrown, but I'll put some trees and stuff into it. I want there to feel like there's a bit of planning in terms of like how the gardens and trees and stuff are made, but I also want there to be kind of like a natural, kind of like, I don't know how I'm going to blend that right, but, or I don't think I'm even explaining that properly. But hopefully it turns out nice. But what I kind of have in mind is, let's grab some trees here, use these ones. So we'll have some trees that are like planted like this, make it seem like they're, you know, like a planned landscaping or whatever. And then we'll have others that just seem like they're, yeah, just like a natural occurrence. Just a tree decided to grow there one day. I don't think I'm explaining this properly, but I think you guys kind of get what I'm going for, though. But again, I might save the majority of this for, say, maybe next episode or one after that. Just kind of a placeholder for the moment, though. Alright, so this was to be commercial. This was to be residential. Same with over here. Mix this up. There, it's great. Alright, so we'll let this fill in. We'll keep it on 3-speed. Probably accumulate some extra dollars here as we do it too. Let's put down some more industry in the shape of offices. Now let's start trying to implement a few suggestions here from you fine folks before we run out of time. So we actually had quite a few people say that the cable car should make its way up to the concert district. I completely agree. And then a few of you guys were also saying that the fun zone, or whatever this thing is called, fan zone, not fun zone, still fun. This should be over at the university. So let's put that over here. Even though it might maybe mess up the symmetry, let's put it just in with the arboretum. It's kind of cool right there. And then maybe later we can put something in that side just to keep it a bit symmetrical. But I'm fine with this for the moment. This is really cool. And that makes more sense, right? Closer to campus. I think young people might be more inclined to go to the concerts anyhow. I'm not trying to say old people don't, but I think you know what I mean. They don't mind the noise and all that, right? So that's a good spot for it. Happy with that. Now let's go over here and let's try and fix the... Oh, for goodness sakes. Big fire and we just missed it. Deary me. Oh yeah, let's try and fix the cable car routing now. So what I'm going to do is just delete all of this. And then we'll redraw the pathways. And actually, that's a nice one there still too. No, we can do it again. It's okay. Don't want to get too attached to this. All right, so cable cars. We got our start over here. Fantastic. We're gonna have our next station. Actually, let's bring this road over too. I'm sure someone is really happy to see this closed off and straightened out. Presuming we can get the pillar over top of that without being an issue, let's try that. Hey, cool, Grand City. Oh, solar. Hey, that's actually really cool. Yeah, let's build a solar field. Not right now, but let's do that later. Ah, darn it. I'm so used to playing with mods these days. I almost forget what you can and can't do sometimes with vanilla. Now, I reckon we might run into that same problem with the tunnel right here, but it sometimes, like, I think if you give yourself enough space, you might be able to get over it. Yep, there you go. There you go. So let's go down like this. Just remember your turns can't be too sharp. Grand. So now we can go from the Statue of Liberty down here, a little tourist spot, up to the hillside, another tourist spot, and then we'll continue this line down in through here, and then finish off at the transit hub. Oops. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. I don't know, sometimes it's the little things about this game I really like. I know we're just placing a little simple cable car route, but that was cool. I liked seeing that, the way that just kind of unfolded. Yes, sir, Bob. All right, now next one, just hop on down here. Maybe even in this little corner spot. So we just need end. Yeah, it should still work. Oh, I'm like, where are we even going here? Right. Now let's try and tie this in a little bit more nicely. Yeah, see, like the way, I feel like it should be like this, right? And then just go in a straight line back up that way. I think that makes more sense. Oh yeah, that makes way more sense. Yes, sir, Bob, look at that. That's too much of a drop, no problem. Easy peasy fix. I think if we terraform, just get a little bit, yeah, there we go. Oh look, it did a little U-turn, that's cute. That's it. That is it. Well, that's a very nice little addition, I think. Alright, so just because it's fresh on my mind, I just want to do a couple little roads here, but I think we're essentially at the end of the episode. We're kind of out of time. But I just want just the littlest area here for some buses to be able to come in and turn around. And yeah, one way is fine. No, you know what? I take that back. Let's put these ones right in front of this. Yeah, guys, just, you know, if I could just have some real talk here as we end the episode off. Like, I don't really mean, obviously, to go this long in between episodes. Like, it's frustrating and challenging. Like, I really wish I had more opportunities to record. Often what I'll do is just set aside time, and then sometimes I just don't really like what I've ended up recording. So it's not like I'm not trying all the time. It's just sometimes it just doesn't really, it doesn't jive, right? And I'd rather be making, like, quality over quantity. And yeah, it's just kind of a tough balance in general. Like, the city I live in is a little bit expensive, so it's tough taking time off to, you know, do YouTube projects and that kind of stuff. So I'm slowly working towards it, and I can see the finish line. Right, we're getting there. And then once I'm able to, I genuinely promise you, I'll be making these like so often you'll kind of get sick of watching them, you know. Which I'm sure you guys are rolling your eyes at, but yeah, we're getting there. And so I appreciate the patience, guys. And I really don't mean to just have these like, you know, non-stop excuses. It seems like for forever. But the goal is to do this full time, make it the real deal. And so my plan right now, which is why there really hasn't been too much content lately, is I've been doing a lot of just like extra odd jobs, picking up more shifts of work type thing. So I'm just trying to save up enough so I can maybe take like a week or two off, just kind of hit the ground running, you know, use that time to finish up some old projects, start some new ones. And then hopefully that'll be just kind of the, you know, the right push in the right direction with momentum and stuff to get us going full time. And then the rest will be hopefully history. So that's the plan. And like I said, the finish line, it's close. I can see it. So we're getting we're getting there. But I appreciate it, guys. I really do. The journey and everything along the way has been phenomenal. Awesome learning experience. Alright, just a little bit of area here for the buses to turn around. I'm happy with that. Alright, friends, well let's wrap things up here. Very productive episode. Much done. I like this a lot. This is looking really, really cool. Giant fire again. What the heck? This area is they're still burning, or I think it's still burning actually. So yeah, next episode what we'll do is continue with this, fill this in a bit more. Like I was saying in the beginning of the episode, I do want to try and tie in another like transit route in through here. And we'll just kind of piece together some of the bigger streets, kind of figure out a bit more of the layout. And then we'll just, fill everything in between. But we're, moving in the right direction. The city's looking great. It's crazy how many, you know, quite a few episodes in now. It's fun seeing the progression. it's great just going, you know, if you look at the last like 30 seconds of every episode when I do kind of like an overhead view like this, it's kind of cool to see how far we've come. Anyway, guys, keep the suggestions coming. Let me know what you think of our new area here in the expansion. Think we should keep on going, adding some more neighborhoods? I think so. I think we could benefit from a bit more up here. And we'll, you know, keep an eye on traffic. We just did a lot of new zoning, so we're probably expecting a bit of a backlog. But if this doesn't clear, we may have to rethink this little setup, maybe a roundabout or something. Anyway, guys, you're amazing. Oh, for goodness sakes. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Can never escape fires. My, oh, my. All right, my goodbyes take forever, and the city's going to burn down if I don't stop now. So, friends, I'll see you in the next episode. Take care of yourselves. Thank you very much, and I look forward to your comments. And burn, baby, burn. Goodness gracious me. All right, guys, all the best.